Hi guys, this is Red and welcome back to my channel. And I know that I was not able to upload some videos about BPO for the last 3 weeks because I was on training and I have to be emotionally and mentally prepared for that training. So that is the reason why I was not able to upload some videos last week. But my training is done, so I am now ready to upload more videos about BPO industry. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell below so that you will be notified every time I will upload a video. So let's get started! The last video that I uploaded is about how to increase your issue resolution, and if you haven't watched that video, I'm gonna leave the link here and you can watch that because we will start from there. As far as I remember, the last tip that I provided, if you are a team leader or if you are an agent struggling with your issue resolution, is we have to identify if your agent or if you can understand the issue of the customer. So I want to go deeper with that so that I can help you to increase your issue resolution. The tip that I can provide to you when it comes to understanding the issue of the customer is something that worked for me when I was starting in this industry way back 10 years ago when I was an agent. I will be honest with you guys, when I started my career in the BPO industry, I really struggled a lot. And as what I have told you before, I'm really not a good speaker of English language. And the first call that I received, I'm gonna tell you guys, I really did not understand what was my customer talking about. So I feel like they're eating their own words, or maybe I'm just nervous because it's my first call. But what I did back then, and the tip that I got from my supervisor or team leader, is to first really understand the issue of the customer. So the tip that I'm doing when I was an agent back then is to paraphrase the issue. What is paraphrasing? Paraphrase is somehow repeating what you think you understand about the issue of the customer. So during back then when I was an agent, there are some scenarios that I really don't understand what is the issue of the customer. So I just gather some keyword and I will start from there and do paraphrase. For example, every time I ask my customer, how can I help you today? And they will just say, credit card. So, ang naintindihan ko lang is credit card. So, instead of saying, can you please state one more time what is your issue? What I do is I use the word that I understand and paraphrase that. So, what I usually say is, oh, Mr. Customer, you're calling about your credit card, right? And for me, that phrase will somehow give the customer an idea that I was able to understand the issue, but I need more information. Instead of asking them, can you repeat your issue one more time? Because for me, the most important part of your call as an agent is the first 1 minute. Always remember that you have to set up a good first impression on the first minute of your call. So when you advise the customer or when you ask the customer to repeat their issue, then you are not setting up a good impression. So you will not sound like an expert. So that's one way that I can provide to you as a tip, that just paraphrase. And this way you will be able to somehow help yourself to learn how to do probing question, because I always gather keywords from my customer and I usually just ask question based on the things that I understand. So again, based on my example earlier, if the customer said credit card and the only thing that I understand is credit card, I will ask them, so Mr. Customer, you're calling about your credit card, right? And then they will say, yes, about my credit card. And then that's the next question that I will ask is, can you tell me more about your credit card? So, when I ask that question, usually the customer is the one who will, or somehow they will explain their issue in a different way, and it will be easier for me to understand it. And once they rephrase that, usually it works for me because once they rephrase their issue, that's the time I will be able to understand what they are talking about. And that's the time I will acknowledge their issue and I will provide my acknowledgement statement. So, that's the tip that I can provide to you if you are an agent right now watching and struggling to understand what's really the issue of the customer. Just learn the power of paraphrase. Just get the keyword and just ask it back to your customer. If you are a team leader watching and wanted to help your advocate to understand the issue, then teach them the power of paraphrase. It's okay to ask questions to your customers. So that's my tip for you today. And again, if you cannot understand the issue of the customer, all you need to do is paraphrase. And always remember that it's okay to paraphrase, but do not ask them to repeat what's their issue. So that's my tip for you. And I hope that I was able to help you out. And let me know and leave your comment down below if you were able to practice this. And tell me what's the result on your call, and I will be happy to see what's the outcome. And if you wanted to see more videos about tips on how you can make your BPO life easier, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will be uploading more videos in the next few weeks. So once again, this is Red, and bye for now!